He's doing well. Doing well. Starting to do like another round of treatments in a couple of weeks, so he's doing well though.
How often do you check in with him?
I try to make it over there every couple of weeks or so, just to have dinner and just see him and stuff. So.
Given your guys' relationship, what does Avery Strong Day mean for you personally?
I think it's just a great cause to raise awareness for a great. I can't think of the word. A great. It wasn't the word I was thinking of. But yeah, I'll go with that. Great cause.
I guess you guys are obviously riding a pretty good wave of momentum right now. Coach Miles said that he's not really worried about you guys getting too high on this winning streak because a month ago you guys were pretty low and kind of know what it's like on the other side. I guess what's your guys' mentality going into a pretty big game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean it's a team we've never beat, so if that's not motivation enough, I don't know what is. And like you said, it was a really bad time just a couple of weeks ago. So and we still have a long way to go to get where we want to go. And I think everybody has high aspirations for the rest of this season. So in order to do that, we got to stay in the moment and do what we need to do to win games and get to where we want to go.
Jack, how happy were you to get those 2 shots in the corner against Michigan State? Just the opportunity to help in that run and to fulfill your role?
It was a good feeling. Like, they were open as well. Like, we had a timeout and we were on a little run. And they called a couple plays and, like, found me in the corner. Shavon found me on the fast break when they sent, like, 4 players to him, and I was just standing in the corner. And then Ty made a nice play with the back door. And then he found me on open. It was a good feeling. It was nice, like, we had the momentum at the time and, stuck some daggers into it and, like, helped push a nice little lead out with, like, 7 minutes to go. So it was good.
So you had one of those passes from Ty. What kind of confidence and improvement have you seen from him over the course of the season?
He's been great. Like, he went through that, like, tiny little bumpy stretch where he, like, got removed from the Stars, but then he's, like, come out and he's playing some of the best basketball I've seen him play. Like, he's doing it at training as well. So he's doing it, like, every day, and then it's showing in the games. Like, he had a real good stat line with 7 rebounds as well, like, which was big time and, like, needed. So everyone can see, like, the massive improvement coming from Ty, which, like, we all expect. Everyone, like, believes in him and stuff. So we're just seeing what we see on a daily basis come out in the games.
Shavon, I think you said to media day that Ty could be an X factor for this team, and that's kind of coming to fruition. But how happy are you for him after the previous 2 years? He's came here with such expectations and took a while to get to this point. How happy are you to see him emerge like this?
Really, really happy. I think the expectations that everybody put on were really unfair because they'd never seen him, and Jack can tell you it's a completely different game coming from international over here. So what everyone kind of did, just hyping him up as the bigger-than-life figure, wasn't fair to him, and I think that got to him a little bit. And finally seeing him settle down and do what we all knew he could is awesome, and I just hope he can keep it going and keep helping us get wins.
One of the things that Coach Miles has said about Ty is that he's really kind of put in the work over the last month or so. He's watching more film, preparing himself. How much have you seen him sort of invest in that aspect and just kind of lock it in even more than he had been?
Yeah, he's done a great job of that, and I think the whole team's done a great job of that. I think my previous couple years here, not everyone was shooting before practice, putting in extra work. It was just a select few guys that were doing it, and now you come to practice every day, and Jack and Nick are shooting an hour and a half before, then everyone just comes in, and there's been days where like every single person has come in and put extra work in, and I think that's a great thing, and I think it's something that we can kind of build our program around.
Shavon, I think everybody knows what you want to do, what you do best, get to the basket, finish with your right hand. How are you able to be so effective and have such big games like you did against Michigan State when defenses know what you're trying to do?
I'm still scoring, so I don't have an answer for you on that.
The shooters spread the court out for him. So.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Shout out to myself on that one. No problem.
The spacing thing, Coach Miles talked about how Coach Beckner help with the spacing a little bit. Either one of you guys can address that. In what ways did he help or has helped the spacing on the offense and the court for you guys?
A lot of it's just been like positioning. Like when the ball's in certain areas, like we have to be there, and it's been drilled pretty hard, especially in film. Like after trainings, like when we watch it, if we don't run to like the dead corner, and kind of like the little things, we do a lot of drills where it's just like kind of 5-on-0 or 4-on-0, where it just all focuses on spacing and like this is the best time to attack, and if he does, we all got to rotate here. A lot of like off-ball movement, so guys like Shavon and Ty can get into the lane, and it's easier for them.
Shavon, there was a stretch a couple plays in that Michigan State game where Jack's got the ball, he's trapped in a double team in the corner, dribbles out of it, gets a layup. A few minutes later, knocks down a three from the corner. How much have you seen his confidence grow? Just from where he was at the beginning of the season to now.
I think his confidence always been there. I don't think it's just like all of a sudden like, oh, I'm here kind of thing. Jack's always talking stuff.
It was pretty athletic.
It was athletic. It was athletic. Have you seen him move? It's lightning.
It's speedy.
So like,
yeah, sorry.
That's tough to guard when he's moving that fast. So, and
True.
he's always believed in himself, and he believes he can play at this level, and I think he's done it internationally, and he's doing it now. So I think just settling down into the game has helped him a little bit, but I don't think his confidence has ever been wavered.
Shavon, when they released the video from the athletic department where they had the angle where it showed a lot of you after baskets, you were fired up, like more so than normal. What was it about Michigan State that got you so amped after seemingly every bucket?
I thought our whole team was kind of ready to go emotionally, and we knew it was a big game. And like I said at the start, like in order to get where we want to go, we got to win games like that on the road. And I think the whole team was just fired up, ready to go, and I was feeding off them, and they were feeding off me, and I just thought like we were just kind of like emotional as a team that night.
Jack, just kind of relating back to something Brian asked you about spacing, just those 2 threes that you had against Michigan State, is that an example of being where you're supposed to be?
Yeah.
The ball's coming in.
Yeah, for sure. And it wasn't like, it's not just me, it was the little things. It was the fact that like Benny was also on my second one. I know Benny was in the corner. Like I was in the corner, he was up on the wing, which gave the other help man just that little extra hesitation where he wasn't sure like who to go to or what to do. So that was like a perfect example of the spacing. And then the other one was as well where it was a fast break, and Coach Miles was on the side literally screaming at me to get to the corner. Like he's like, get to the corner and be ready, and like I was open. So it's definitely a big part of it, especially on that Benny one, like just a small movement of him instead of staying at the top of the three, like moving over to the corner gives that second defender like a decision that he has to make. So.
Jack, have you thought about what the crowd's going to be like tomorrow?
Yeah, we've talked about it, like as a team, like the freshmen have. Like we're excited. We're excited. I'm not gonna lie. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good, like, great atmosphere that we're definitely looking forward to.
Do you think you've seen anything as big as what it's going to be tomorrow on any of your recruiting trips or anything like that?
No, like Michigan State was pretty crazy. Like there was the moment where the clock like malfunctioned and like they didn't run it, and the whole crowd like was screaming like non-stop for 5 minutes. I was sitting there like, wow, like that's not bad. So I'm looking forward to like tomorrow and just seeing our fans go at it, and us go against Michigan, which is like an exciting game in itself. So
How frustrating was it when that clock just magically didn't start?
no comment. No.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Hey, Shavon, you want to enjoy Wednesday, right? Like, that was fun, and you play for games like that. But when do you feel the need to say, that's enough, let's move on?
I mean,
Are you doing that on the plane? Are you doing it the next day? How do you?
I think it's kind of the next morning. I think the plane flight's like, I mean, we were all still kind of like talking about it, like kind of what went wrong, and just like we all kind of sat together and we're just like talking about different things. But then like that next morning for me is when I'm just kind of like, we got to get on to the next game, because I mean, like we talked about, you can't get too high, and I feel like if you just keep thinking about like, oh, we just we just won a big game, then you're kind of boosting yourself up and just need to move on to the next one and get ready. And I think we came in and watched film on Michigan State, and then we watched some clips on Michigan and kind of what they do and got into the Michigan Scout. And I think by that time, I think everybody needs to be on to the next game.
Anything else for the guys?
Well, Jack, you're rebounding against Michigan State. How much was that sort of, I don't know, talked about or emphasized going into that game? I think you got 6 or something like that.
I think it was really emphasized for like the whole team, like especially because like everyone would be battling down there. Like MJ would be like hitting with big bodies, so it's kind of like everyone's got to sweep in. You know, like that's where you saw it from Ty as well. Like everyone had to rebound, especially with Drew in foul trouble, who like grabs a lot of rebounds on like a nightly basis. And it was just, I think, like it's easy to play with so much emotion. You know, like everyone was so excited that like a couple rebounds just fell my way and stuff. And it was definitely a big emphasis going into the game for the whole team.
But going in there and grabbing it against some of those 6'10" guys, is that
Yeah.
you have to have a certain mentality to do that? Or I thought I saw you get hit in the face once or something like that.
Shavon said it was athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just,
That's all that.
it was rise. It was
Above the rim.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Just above the rim athlete over
Yeah,
there.
there was a few I just grabbed.
Anything else for Shavon and Jack before they get equipment back to stuff?
Thanks, guys.